then 4 days later, his best friend Ruben Amorim following suit.
Me.
Okay.
Ruben,
Hey. I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
You back him on the strength for them. And it turn around.
You bring the glory days. I said I'm sorry.
It was back him in the strength for them. It will turn around. Ruben,
oh, you bring the glory days again.
One more time for Ruben.
There was another Amorim,
Agogo, tell us what happened.
What happened?
Oh, Amorim there, quick tempered after a match against I think the least.
Yeah,
I'm not Moreno, I'm not Pep.
But I don't think it's quick tempered. He was just speaking the truth.
No, but he spoke certain. You know, there are etiquettes around these press conferences, and there are things you have to say.
No.
But you see, it's because he's a young manager. An experienced manager. When Moreno was younger, he used to do that. Yeah. Moreno is 60 now. When he was younger, he used to do that. When he was at Porto, his first spell at Chelsea,
he had a backing. He had some.
No, but he had the results.
That's what I'm saying. So he had the results and the trophies to back it. But unfortunately, I
personally, if you ask me, everybody has been talking to, but I think that the club made a rash decision. They shouldn't have gotten rid of.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you,
we regret it.
People are happy because instantly we are not winning, and we sacked him. But that's a knee-jerk reaction. And the grand scheme of things is a loss to Man United. You bring in a new manager, start a new project. You probably tell you, I don't like Sesko, I don't like Kuna, I don't like.
You're going another cycle. You see, Manchester United sack Amorim not based on results. That's because of the interview. They say he was not like serious tension between the director of football and
that's my problem with the Chelsea and Man United coaching department or managerial department departures. Sorry, you look at it proper and you think about it and you're asking yourself, why do you, if you part ways with the manager based on the fact that and these two teams are teams that Chelsea's own has been better with Maresca over the last 18 months. But with Man United and Chelsea since Abramovich or since like 2022 till now, the inconsistencies were there. And then for Chelsea over the last 18 months, they began to find it. Remember, Chelsea had the Potter era, so many coaches coming and going. They found some consistency. If you want to part ways with them, and yes, these things come to play, of course. Maresca also has to take a little bit of the blame. We mentioned it here last Thursday, but if you're parting ways with a manager based on results, things are not going well based on results, then it means that you have a plan, you're bringing the new manager, there's a source of direction and everything. But if you're parting ways with a manager based on clashes with management and what have you, where does it leave the club? Where does it leave the fans? Where does it leave the players? You saw Chelsea yesterday. You saw them for all the noise around Cucurella's consistency. That was so needless, to be the last man and to pull the man down in the box or around the box at that time. So it cost his team big time. So now you're asking your team, how do you measure Chelsea's performance now? How do you assess their performance at the end of the season? If a new manager has come in now, how do you really get the variable? How do you really assess the performance? You look at Man United. It's really sad to me that the management didn't think that when Amorim was not doing well, that was the time to sack him. But when they felt like he had a clash with and then where do you leave the club? Because Rashford talked about it in that interview about what a proper, and I'm not going to say that he should have never been sacked. There was a point in the season but it looked like now, yes, against Wolves, against Leeds, it's difficult.
With our position in the league, it's not that bad. We can still play the top four.
Because it's not even about the top four. You have to make progressive decisions because I'm just receiving a message that Ole is coming back. I don't know how confirmed, because Kosi is messaging me. I don't know how confirmed it is, but I mean, a decision like that, is it progressive?
But Nami, I wanted to say something. You see, Manchester United board, the return of Ole says everything because they don't even know what they want to do. You sacked Amorim, Derek. Ole is the one who is willing to come and coach as a caretaker. like they don't even know what they want to achieve. They don't know the plan.
Before you sack him, if
you should have a plan.
Someone, you speak to the person so that we know that. I'm sure Chelsea started speaking to Liam like some few weeks ago.
No, it's not even about that. I'm asking you, the Chelsea and the Man United departures for the coaches. Ask yourself this question: if the two coaches didn't speak in the press conference in the way that it goes against management, would they have been sacked?
No.
So it means that the decision is based on impulse. And when you make decisions like that, maybe yes, your management, you have to come up on top, you have to prove a point, but it will cost you big time.
But Prosper, a big club like Manchester United, you sack a coach, you don't even know your next move. The next coach,
you didn't know the next move because you made the decision right.
So maybe you don't have a plan.
Yes, that's true. That's exactly
what I'm saying. You just sacked the coach because of the interview.
I'm also saying, yeah.
I don't even remember the last time Manchester United lost a game against Aston Villa. Our result decent. Newcastle, you score Newcastle.
Yeah.
Your match against Leeds, to me, I was expecting Leeds to score Manchester United.
The Wolves game was where it was
only the Wolves game. And with that, injuries in Buemo, plenty players are playing for the AFCON. Your key defender, Maswar, you should relax. You see, if I should talk, they will be like Agogo is back in Amorim. I'm not saying that Amorim was doing excellent, but if you compare the current state of Manchester United, we need a long-term project. You have a project.
And a long-term project means that you will suffer.
He said at the beginning.
He said it in his first press conference. We are going to suffer for long periods.
Yeah, there's a storm coming. That's what he said.
There was when Arteta took over Arsenal. I remember so well Arsenal fans shouting, "Sack him!" Look, he went. There was like 10 matches.
Yeah.
Like it was serious. It was that bad. I think it was first season he came to steady. The second season.
Yeah.
His first full season.
I think we were 8th that season. Where they were.
No, even before they got to 8th, do you know where they were languishing for long periods in that season? They managed to pick the rhythm towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
But you see, if you are not ready to go through that, when Liverpool were going years without a title, do you know sacking managers Gerrard, who before Rafa Benitez came? Do you know what the process means? United fans are sports children. They don't know what it means to go through a 4-year waiting period because they are used to success under Ferguson. If the earlier United learns, as a Manchester United fan, I'm saying the earlier they learn that Ferguson is not there. There's nobody to pull a magic wand. You have to build a team from scratch. You have to buy players that match a certain philosophy. It takes time. They need to understand Amorim could have been winning the matches. It's not about winning the matches. It's about getting the people to play in a certain way.
The winning the matches is important, though. But then again,
but if you are in the process,
the
results should not be the first priority.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's about. If that was the case, then Ten Hag was the right man for the job. He was winning FA Cup.
He was winning.
Ten Hag won us FA Cup. But I'm telling you that if I examine the two coaches, I'll take Amorim over Ten Hag.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not about really.
Having key players who our problem too is our legends. Owen Hargreaves is now saying that we should go and bring back Rashford. All the special talent.
All of them, they should keep quiet. Scholes, Gary Neville. Ruben Ferdinand, they should close that part. What was that?
I think they're part of the problem.
Yes.
They put a lot of
legends. Prosper. You guys are saying that Manchester United players are lazy. We sign a coach who is willing to sack the lazy players. He sacked Sancho, it will make sense. Malacia on making impact. He will sign Lindelof, like players. Allow him to bring in new players. You can't take no coach in this world was going to cook with the likes of Ugarte, Casemiro.
He's had one transfer window. He brought in Cunha, Sesko, Mbeumo. Maybe another transfer window. He will change. It will take a few transfer windows.
A lot of chopping and changing.
Why can't they understand?
But you see, that's the thing. Because you're saying, it takes time. Even when Jurgen Klopp came to Liverpool, it took a while for them to even get their hands on the very first
nice pass.
Champions League.
PSG. My goals are with you.
Or even Premier League. But then, it's setting a bad example for coaches out there, this type of impulse sacking, because if you watch, there was a season, I think Prosper might help me on this one. Xavi had a spat with Laporta over this kind of
transfer issues.
Yes.
And just like that, they let go of him. Yes. Now you're seeing the same.
They begged him to stay.
Then when this issues rose out, then they got rid of him. The same thing happened recently with Enzo Maresca and Amorim. I just think that coaches oftentimes now it's leading to the point where they might not have to be vocal anymore, and it's not going to be a good thing. We are seeing it now even with Oliver Glasner, who is going back and forth with the ball, even refusing at this point to have conversations of extending his contract. So it's setting a bad image for football, if you ask me, in regards to how the managers are going to move forward.
So we are just trying to confirm whether the Ole comeback has been confirmed. So Sergio Manucho and the rest of the production crew are looking into that.
So I really want to ask the United fans, right? So because when Ten Hag came, he won the EFL. The next season he won the FA Cup. You understand? So 2 trophies in 3 seasons. Amorim came 15th and then he's now 6th. Regardless of the players that he has out of the team, he's trying to build something with Amorim. So what now do they really want? Do you want a coach that will give you the trophies, or you want to win the league?
Which trophies?
Because
you can only win Mickey Mouse trophies.
Yes.
You can't win Champions League. You can't win Premier League. Which trophies you want to win?
Once everybody agrees with that, I was in for Amorim out. So after remember I sat here and said after game week 10, I realized that he was making improvements. The wins were coming back up. You could see that the team was now actually somewhat learning how to play. Because Maguire had an interview in October, November. He was like, it's not really, Maguire mentioned, it's not really about the system. It's not about 3-back. He mentioned that they've been playing literally, people say they play 5-back, but most of the time they are playing 4-back. That's what Maguire said. Like when they are playing and they are defending, when they are attacking, it's more like a 4-back. But it's not really even about the system. It's about how the players are willing to adjust and how quickly they're able to adjust to the system of Amorim. So you could see that in some of the matches, he was trying to get the team to play good. If Man U is playing good, you could see that some 5 minutes spell, you clearly see what Amorim is trying to do. When it clicks,
it really clicks.
When it clicks,
and they miss a lot of
chances. Able to create more, especially able to create more chances in the wide areas to bring in the crosses for Sesko to put in the balls into the net. You realize that that's where the strength of the team was building up. So Amorim's sacking was, personally, I think, he has, Agogo mentioned, he has lost, and aside Agogo mentioned, everybody knows it. He has lost 3 players, and then Bruno, who was literally a key player. And yesterday I realized that the thing is, that midfield of Casemiro and then Ugarte, even if you bring Pep,
no, but I kept telling you guys allow the man to buy midfielders.
They are not good.
Anyway,
I really don't think it's results.
There is a lot of
space. It's not results based.
Our man was fed up, and with his interview, what he said, he's not Pep, he's not Luis Enrique, he's not Thomas Tuchel. So and he said, meaning the board, I don't really know what happened, but he said he came to Manchester United as a manager, not a head coach. So meaning they told him that he's coming to Manchester United as a manager, but later he realized that no, Aquano, Nise Pono don't even at the training ground. That's it.
He didn't want Benjamin Sesko.
Yes, they said he want Watkins, and even the goalkeeper Martinez, not Lames.
Watkins,
yeah. The goalkeeping department, he was looking for Martinez, and they went in for Lames. Only Lames in Pooh. So I think, that's why he said he's not Pep, he's not Thomas Tuchel. He's just like Amorim, and some decisions. They told him that he's a head manager.
Not to cut into, he actually said he's not a manager, he's a coach.
No, he's not a coach.
He's not a coach, he's a manager. And then he said he's here to do his job. After 18 months, he's going to leave. That's basically him saying that, this is my contract. Maybe
once you say something like that, it means that you're ready for the side.
So, and report, according to one Manchester United journalist, he said the board really fed up penalty.
That's a penalty for Massive.
The board really fed up because they were shocked the way Amorim was talking to the public. They said the way Amorim was talking and the way he was doing interviews, like he really wanted to go. It's like he was fed up. He really wanted to move on.
His body language and the way he was even speaking. It signals that, because I for one, I really thought that throughout his time at United, there's a bit of a, should I say, he's not really been press ready in quotation marks, because there are some interviews that he's granted, or there are some things he said behind the microphone and you don't really think he's convincing as a United manager.
And for someone like Goldberg, right? That's United.
Forget Goldberg.
So I understand. He has an issue.
He's just a content creator.
Relax. I know we all have issues with him, right? But when you look at Omar Barreda, right? You'll see you. This is a man who was with Manchester City. So for a Manchester United having a CEO who was with Man City and Barcelona, like, you understand? If you imagine United, your CEO is someone who used to be at Manchester City. That clearly,
so that Omar Barreda safe.
He has
agenda.
You see,
it is a problem.
Like, you understand? Manchester United appointed the one from Arsenal, or what's his name? Newcastle. And he wanted to bring in
Jason Wilcox.
Some COB. They signed him, and within 1 month they sack him. Manchester United signed him from Newcastle.
I can't remember his name.
They say he was willing to make bold decisions. They sacked him, and they went in for that Omar Barreda. So,
you bring in what? Once
you bring back Ed Woodward.
Woodward.
He is a businessman.
Woodward is a businessman. I think no. Woodward is a businessman. They all need Ferguson. I think the way Ferguson, they all came to meet Ferguson. They couldn't do anything about it.
There's a penalty. There's a penalty for Olympic Marseille. Okay. Mason Greenwood is standing behind it. Does he score? Yes, he does.
Beautifully. Both legs.
So 1-0. PSG Olympic Marseille 1-0. Mason Greenwood was tripped in the box. Clear penalty. And also for Cristiano Ronaldo's team, Al Nassr, they have just lost by 2-1. The game has ended 2-1. They've lost against Al Qassia.
No, Ronaldo's goalkeeper saying he will never win the league.
I was not one with Bento or Beneto.
That guy, Bento thinks
I posted
he's Messi. But look at this one wanted to chip the striker.
Nami, I wanted to ask you a question. But say yesterday, Darren Fletcher also was like, when Manchester United sacked Amorim, he spoke to Ferguson about the Manchester United caretaker job. BBR Ferguson. So you Ferguson, you
no, but Ferguson himself doesn't want to be involved though.
Yeah.
He refuses interviews. There are podcasts when they call. He doesn't want to.
So there was a podcast that Carrick and Ferdinand.
I shared it. Yeah, he was coming. And then he thought he said, "I'm not doing any." No. He doesn't want to be involved.
Interview.
No, he doesn't even talk about the club.
On a normal day, he would have been doing interviews and then saying things about United and all that. But
he told you that he's retired. He said he's retired.
He's out.
So it's not really about Ferguson.
So they should just keep his name out. You, Darren Fletcher, yesterday's game, I was like, nah, you are better than Fletcher. Fletcher.
No, the thing is that no, Baagogo. If you give him the midfielders he has, if you give him the Ugarte, Baagogo.
But look here, if you watch Ugarte and his hairstyle, as if he's a controller. Ugarte.
But yesterday, did you watch Ugarte?
That's what I'm saying. Look at someone talking.
The thing is that I was watching the City match.
It's Keke.
Honestly, when you look at Ugarte, off the ball, right? When you are coming to score United and you need at least someone to be a shield. See, we can't depend on Casemiro. Casemiro, his legs are gone. We understand. On the ball, Casemiro is better than Ugarte, and it's a problem. That's why that's my biggest issue with Ugarte. How can Casemiro be better than you on the ball? Like your age, you are like 10 years younger than Casemiro, and he's still giving more. He's running better than you, passing better than you.
Dakar, he has mastered it all.
Fine, but nobody is saying that. No, you have played over 2 seasons at Manchester United. You are not learning anything.
Who are you talking about?
Ugarte.
Some players are
so I have a question for you guys. Why is Ole so desperate for the Man United job?
But that's the only job he can get.
From a credible source, I'm being told that
let's take this one by one.
Okay. So yeah, let me flow. From a credible source, I'm being told that Ole is not just coming as a caretaker. Oba, just like his first time, if he should win games, he will fight for the permanent role.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That our board is also a problem. They don't have any plan, because you sack a coach, you should rather go in for a caretaker. If you are not willing, like if you don't have any plans or any idea to appoint a new coach, you just allow the reserve coaches to coach the team. You are not chasing a new coach. Ole is the one applying, coming for the Manchester United job, and now he's the front runner for the job. Meaning they don't even have a plan. After sacking Amorim, what's next? They don't know what to do.
So Ole is begging, I can do this.
Yes, I can do it, and you guys want to give him the job. Not just Ole, Michael Carrick so tenchen. Like collabo. So Michael Carrick too won the job, but even today, latest report, according to report, Michael Carrick is like, oh, he's willing to do the assistant.
Yeah.
Assistant to who?
Ole.
Yeah, I've seen that report too.
Nami. So the problem there, I think, fine, the coach is not trying, but the board and the players, you can't tell me that Manchester United players, just mention, you can mention only 2 or even just 1 player who is going to start in the serious big club. Yes, with our current, only Bruno. Only Bruno. So the coach is not trying, but our board, we should go in for top class. It will take us, let's say, 2 years to catch up. Not to win, just to catch up. We have a long way to go, and even let me wrap it up. Yesterday's game, wonderful. If you watch Luke Shaw should stop playing football.
Oh, no.
Oh, you see, Luke Shaw, I've been married for over 10 years. Tell me this, Charlie, you are just, Luke Shaw, I don't want to use Wasan because he has helped us before, but Charlie, big 2026, Luke Shaw saying, and you know the funny thing, if a team is about to score Manchester, you don't need any spiritual eyes to see the goal. The second goal.
Yeah. That's
don't look at my face. I'm even stressed. On show Manchester United matches. Anyway. The second goal, I saw when Anthony I was like, Obese. After Obese, I was like, mentality, right?
It's true.
Sunday, you guys are receiving your salary, so we are using our hearts. Like, yes, God gave you to come and work, support Manchester United. Sunday, who Joe's salary? And you don't have the mentality to play well. And I'm Ferguson, O'Shea, now me can't. O'Shea was not even a good player. Even Ferguson said Ryan Giggs and Manchester United fans are hyping him. He said Ryan Giggs was just a raw talent. Yeah. But mentality, since you are wearing the Manchester United jersey, you should be ready to play for the team. Obertan was winning us trophies. Yes, Obertan was winning us trophies.
Why don't you see?
Yes, Champions League final was giving assists against Chelsea. Go and check that Chelsea squad. Go and check. Rafa, Fabio. 2 and 3. Currently, you guys have we signed you for 50 million pounds. We should force you to track back.
Rafael and Fabio, we want to bring them from Fluminense. See, they are price tag. I'm not sure say good cash.
I'm saying this. No serious coach go love say make I can't take the Manchester United team. No, coach is a big club like now. Coaches will run because the players' mentality were only Bruno. I mean, if you watch yesterday's game, first 30 minutes, Bruno was not involved because he was not fully fit. But then again, Bruno is Bruno. He should try and make a difference for Manchester United. I mean, our team there, we have a long way to go.
Yeah, I understand. But the same question goes for Andam. Why is Solskjær desperate for the job?
Like Agogo said, it's kind of like the second coming of Solskjær. We've seen this happen before. After the departure of Mourinho in 2018, he came in, did a good job as an interim manager, and then got a permanent job in 2019. And then for the next 2 seasons, he guided them to a final, Europa League final, of which they lost. And at the same time, took them to a joint top finish, that's second since Mourinho did, and he did a fairly decent job. Even Kawawa is a huge fan of Solskjær. He has been saying it several times that you need to bring him back. What United fans and the club United gets in bringing back someone like Solskjær or Michael Carrick, and you will agree with me on this, is they are bringing back 2 players who love the club, who know what
but it's
like.
Not about love.
But who know what it's like to wear the United shirts. Who know what it's like, they have been there, they've won it all, they've done it all, right? And sometimes maybe that's what you need to bring back a club legend to just help stabilize the club. Barcelona's fans saw it with Xavi. After what was a pretty turbulent period after Ronald Koeman, and even him, it didn't work. But then they brought Xavi in and he helped stabilize the club. Of the two, Solskjaer is the more, you'd say, experienced guy, who his CV is a bit more.
But why must he be an ex-Man U player?
That's the thing, and I don't think there's any manager right now on the market that would, in a period like this, would want to say, okay, let me just come in. You're not going to get the liberty of a proper transfer window. You're having to just come and quench this fire. And their names being thrown around, people would say, go and bring Xavi. What I think is, Xavi might turn United into a tiki-taka team, but that's a conversation for another day. There's also reports of them managing the club for now till the end of the season, and then they can appoint someone to come in as a proper head coach. So then they are throwing the likes of Oliver Glasner around. He is one who is also maybe in the back door as a front runner, because his contract with Crystal Palace at some point will run out. And of course, if he doesn't renew, he could walk away on a free. And then you've got Marseille's De Zerbi, another option, and then a conversation of Xavi can come in. So what I think United is thinking is that, look, we got rid of Ruben, Amorim, who, of course, there was a spat between him and the hierarchy. They don't really have a manager to say, okay, it's the midway point of the season, let's bring this guy. But they'll say, you know what, for now, let's bring this guy. So it's a stopgap, at least, to plaster over the walls. And then, whilst you are planning behind the scenes, and then when everything is all said and done, the season, they'll just say this is one of those seasons where it's a Matra Makwe season. Then the next season, they bring in somebody who again they want to appoint, give him a transfer window and back him again. Because I think, and Nyako, you said this before, the board actually backed him till he made those fiery kind of comments. And then again, we go like, you, this guy said, if the results are not really good, we are backing you, and now this is what you're doing to us. You're stabbing us in the back. So here you go. So I think that's how it looks like for me.
All right. So Derek, what new attributes or what does Ole have that can potentially make the club great again?
I think Ole has gone and come back, right? But I wanted to just give an example. Two examples. I want to give 2 examples.
Now we go to hold on. Now we ask you a question. He said that, what does Ole have to make the club great again?
I see. You know what I mean? You see, Afro, you see, Derek, finish.
So we have a goal. Olympic Marseille have taken the lead against PSG. Oh, yes.
Investors will cry.
Yes, you understand. Winston is celebrating.
And they're also celebrating.
And the nomination is celebrating.
because they needed goals.
3 goals in the game. I almost cashed out. Anyway, this is not sporting. Let's go.
So I wanted to just bring in 2 ex-players who did a return. So Kenny Dalglish for Liverpool. He coached Liverpool in the 85-86 era and came back 2012. You remember that time?
Yeah.
He came back and at least won an FA Cup for Liverpool. And then there is a Frank Lampard who came as a coach to Chelsea, and then 2023 came back as a caretaker. 2023 came back 11 matches, he won 1, lost 9, and then drew 1. So just let you know that yes, you can come back as a caretaker, but if you are bringing someone and you are claiming it's out of love, do you think Lampard doesn't love Chelsea? He loves Chelsea with all his heart. But he came back, and what happened? Out of 11 matches, he won 1. You understand? So I think if United and the fans, I think that's where the problem is. The board has a decision and the fans also have their mind. The fans, they don't care about what you are doing. If the fans are willing to accept that, okay, this is a phase, let's do a Matra Makwe season. We bring Ole, regardless of the position we finish, that's fine. We are going to bring you a better coach at the end of the season. Then
would they be patient enough?
That's what I'm saying. If Agogo and the rest are willing to wait, then no problem. I mean, we have just about 7 months to end the season, 6 months to end the season virtually. You understand? Or let's say May, so 5 months to end the season. You understand? So that is fine. But I do not think any Manchester United fan is willing to wait for you to lose over 10 games in the next 19 matches. You understand? So Ole coming back, as you asked, if he has something new to. We saw him. He moved about.
Whilst he's been away from Manchester United,
done? He has been sacked.
Has he coached another team?
He took charge of this Turkish club. Is it Besiktas?
Yes, he was sacked.
What happened?
He was sacked after 29 games.
He was sacked.
Yeah, so he was without a job for 3 years.
Jobless.
Came back, tried his hands at the Besiktas.
Jobless.
And then he was sad because he lost the Europa Conference League playoffs and then the Conference League playoffs.
You understand?
And so they got rid of him.
Yeah,
so,
but he had some excellent results in the Turkish league.
Yeah, but never got anywhere with that.
And even in the APL against the big boys, Pep's master is Ole. Yeah.
You be very careful.
Prosper, I have a question for you.
5 out of 4, he won Pep 5 out 5.
But did he win the league over Pep?
We are talking about head to head.
Okay.
So say in head to head. When you say he's his master, it means that at the end of their career, so during that period, who won
the McFred?
The McTominay and Fred. And they were better than De Bruyne and James.
Okay, so before the game starts at 8 p.m., the Arsenal-Liverpool game, we'll focus heavily on that. But before we get into that, I have a big one for Prosper. Prosper, who are your ideal coaches for the permanent job at Manchester United? I'm not talking about the caretaker.
No, question is...
No, so these are questions from production.
Go and bring Javi.
Listen, these are questions from production.
Okay, great. Go and bring Javi. Go for Javi, right? But management must be ready to make him the manager. Not just the coach.
Javi Hernandez. Go for Javi. I want to ask you, before you even proceed with building on that point, do you think Man United have the personnel to be able to play Javi ball?
Yeah, it takes time, but Javi's going to have to make some signings. So here's the point. If in 2021, 2022, you sacked Ole, and 5 years down the line, you're going back for the services of Ole, that's a real summary of what you are as a football club.
2 steps forward, 1 step back. Yeah.
If you say in 2021, as a young man listening to me, that you saw a girl, and the girl was in a relationship with you, let me use Agogo as an example.
Hey.
So you had Agogo and a girl, lady, I won't mention her name, in a relationship. Agogo looks at the girl and says, she has cheated or she's done whatever. So he doesn't like the girl anymore. He's parting ways with the girl. 5 years down the line, Agogo goes to one and comes for the same girl he parted ways with. Then that speaks volumes of the kind of man Agogo is.
But it's possible. As for this example there, you don't
let me use me.
Yes,
I don't want to use you.
No,
I don't. But let me learn.
You finish.
Would you let me speak? Or because you and the girl are in the example.
No. You see, I don't want you to finish, but I want to come inside.
Okay.
See, you don't have to use love as an example in this.
It's just an
example.
It's just an example.
Exes are exes. So.
Who's stopping you in officer? Office mic. Turn off his mic. Turn off his mic.
Okay.
Turn off his mic when I'm speaking. So if they parted ways with Ole 5 years ago, 5 years down the line, they're going back for him, it speaks volumes of where the club is currently. If they didn't want to part ways with Amorim when he was getting the poor results and everybody was calling for it, but only parted ways with him when he called them out or had an issue with them, then it speaks volumes of the kind of management we have right now at the club. But as it stands, if they go for an Ole, I will not be the worst fan of it. I'll accept it because one thing he'll be able to do between now and the end of the season is proving he can do is grind out results. The one thing United need, and I've said so many times prior to the start of this season, when it was going south for Amorim, when it was going a bit good for Amorim, it was near the top 4, I said it clear that one thing Man United really needed was consistency. If you finish out of the top 15 teams in your league and you are the team with the most Premier League titles, that's your heritage, that's who you are. And we come to a place or in a season where you can't even be considered the top 15 teams out of 20. What you need a season after is not some stylistic football. It's the ability to grind out results. And that is why I believe that allowing Amorim to see out the season would have been really important because we would know that you finish 15th, 16th. The end of the season, whether you finish 8th, 6th, 5th, wherever it is, we'll be able to properly judge or assess the performance. But in terms of results, it's not been the best for him. My only issue is that when you should have really sacked him, you didn't want to part ways with him. So if you kept him, why are you now parting ways with him? It's because he's called you out. And that's like I was saying, it speaks volumes of who you are. Now, to the summer, if you're not talking about the interim, that your question was not about the interim, it's about the summer. Whether they'll be able to play like Javi, they're going to have to make signings. What it means is that the team is going to go through another cycle again. The only positive in that is that they'll be bringing somebody who's proven to a good extent that he can win short term. And he can also bring influence or impact in the team in style of play too. So they'll not just be getting it in terms of style of play. They'll be getting it short term, but it seems like
PSG have scored again.